Good morning. Welcome. So today I'm doing the presentation. The topic is Quantia AI Cluster, democratize AI infrastructure for all. So we provide an affordable, scalable AI cluster with customizable options for your business. Okay. So this presentation a little bit technical, and so lots of information regarding to the AI infrastructure. So here is just like two key takeaway points from this presentation. So number one is Quantia provide viable AI infrastructure alternative to NVIDIA's and the cloud solutions. The second one point is on-premise AI infrastructure is cost effective. Okay, so you just need to take away these 2 points from my talk. That should be fine. So the other technology, techniques, details, you don't have to worry too much. As long as you know the main point, that should be good. Okay, about me, right? I'm over 25 years IT experience in networking, cybersecurity, software, and data storage. So I'm CEO of Quantia, and leading the companies in network data packets analytics for AI infrastructure. My mission, also the company mission, is to democratize AI infrastructure for all that empower any enterprise to own AI, training, inferencing cluster infrastructure, which is affordable, scalable, and tailored to your needs. Because AI infrastructure should be within the reach for every business ready to harness its power. Because you own your AI destiny. So about Quantia, about the company, right? We start as pioneers in networking data traffic analytics, leverage a unique patent technology to deliver high speed, high resolution, high performance network data traffic insights. The core technology backed by granted US patent involving to optimize the AI workload, performance monitoring, and support advanced intrusion detection systems. Okay. Today, Quantia has grown into leading AI infrastructure provider, offer scalable AI cluster designed to for robust performance and security, tailored to meet the demand of modern AI workload. Okay. So AI infrastructure now is within reach. As you know, right? So right now, when you have the model, AI models, you have AI projects, you want to do some training, they are actually only have 2 options you have. Okay, one is NVIDIA's solution, which is a full stack from the hardware to software layers, which is not cheap, right? So I can give you some numbers, right? A single GPU is cost $145,000, and if you want to go for the large model, you want to train, right? You do LLMs. There's another and there's an additional. You want to scale to they call base part. Okay, base part is NVIDIA's cluster, which is 128 GPUs, right? And which is cost about $9.5 million, and not including the data storage, hardware, that depending on the vendors from NVIDIA certified partners, such as Dell EMC and NetApps and the Pure Storage. So that's it's also costly. You add up, you know, it will be well above $10 million. Okay, that's the one option. The second option is the cloud, right? The cloud option is you do initial training is okay, you know, you have environment ready, you can do a lot of things. It's so convenient. That's the way it's good. Supposed to go in the beginning, but once you the model, you know, you training more frequently, the size getting bigger, complicated more, and in addition to the, you know, data sets, right? Larger of the data sets, you move in, move out, replication, then the cost will be skyrocket, right? I have the few slides later. You will see the comparison with the cost of cloud also, right? So basically, we introduced like a Quantia as a QAI cluster, which is a customizable, affordable, and secure AI solution designed for all business. Okay, so basically is you own your AI cluster, which is flexible options to suit your specific needs. You can choose from GPUs or to operating systems and to the data storage. Okay, so it's very flexible. You are in control. So bring AI to every business. So AI infrastructure, as I mentioned to you, has been dominated by tech giants, right? You know, make it inaccessible to small and medium-sized business. Unless you like XAI or Meta, you have lots of financial resources. You can have the AI training, AI, you know, infrastructure. Could be, you know, lots of easier, you know, you can do it. But in general, the large, you know, business, large enterprise, I mean, large amount of the business, you know, from medium, smaller organizations, it's just hard, just not be able to, you know, have these kinds of the money, right? So Quantia enables, you know, you own your AI infrastructure to avoid costly, you know, cloud subscriptions, and provide the data, proprietary data, right? That's also good, very good advantage here. So customize the cluster to meet the specific industry needs, whether you're healthcare, finance, insurance, or, you know, manufacturing. So as long as you have AI models, you want to train, you want to the place to go, and also at the same time you want to think about the future scalability, and we are the option here. Okay, we are here to help. So features that matter, right? So first, the features, most important one is the cost, right? So for us here, we starting, you know, it's about 500K. That also we can adjust it to meet your, you know, customer's budget. Means we can change the components, change the you know, configurations, you know, to make sure to fit your budget, you know, and that is in, you know, should be accessible to a wide range of business, right? So secondly is customize. So as I mentioned to you before, you know, you choose GPUs, operating systems, storage size, best fits your workload. Then the scalability, right? As I also mentioned before, is we can scale from 8 GPUs. Okay, for example, like two nodes with 8 GPUs, 8 AMD GPUs with 2 nodes cluster, to 4 nodes if you use NVIDIA GPUs. So that is we can do from starting from single rack, right? And then we can grow to, you know, multiple racks, you know, more than 100, 200 nodes in multiple racks. So as your business grows, so that means you initially investment is not high, you know, it's keep a minimum as possible. And also data privacy. So maintain full control over your sensitive data. That is very valuable here without the need of cloud services, right? And the other one is, the other feature is built-in performance monitoring Okay, optimize and monitoring workload in real time. So that's very, very important. And the last one is you protect your training inferencing data cluster. Means we have integrate into the intrusion detection systems, RDS. Okay, for robust threat protection. So this is the whole package. So not just the cost-effective way, also building into the performance monitoring, building the security detection, intrusion detection. That's very valuable. That's not, it's very, I would say, very important features. The last two. So tailor to your needs, all right? Flexible hardware and the software options. Yeah, that's I mentioned before. Is you select the GPUs, right? The GPUs can be AMD, NVIDIA. Okay, NVIDIA GPUs. The GPUs you choose can be A100, H100, VM100, and Air 40S, Air 40 GPUs. A different version of GPUs, early one even, right? And also AMD GPUs, right? MI 300, early, X, early versions MI 250X. So what that means, you can pick and choose, right? For the performance, for the cost, means depending on your workload, right? You can pick a GPU, and that means the GPU is mostly expensive components, okay, in the cluster, right? So GPUs choice of the GPUs fits your needs. That's the key here, and that means you don't have to spend a lot, right? You have to, and just perfect for you training or AI projects. Okay, so then operating systems. So for AI cluster, AI infrastructure, predominated operating systems is Linux. Okay, within Linux there are larger percentage of Ubuntu. Okay, so Ubuntu you can choose in different versions also. There's also CentOS, also open source, and also you can pick choose the one suitable for you, right? Then also data storage, right? So the data storage is we provide a 500 terabyte by default, but you can scale. If you want to multi-petabyte of data storage, we also can provide for you. Okay, so depending on the data size, right? If you do LLMs, right, and you do customize the foundation the models, or you build a model from scratch, starting training, you definitely need lots of data storage, right? So and then so basically is you customize your infrastructure based on your workload, the types, right? From deep learning, computer vision, NLMs, right? Natural language processing. So the cluster, the infrastructure is based on your, based on your needs, your models. So you make a decision from there, so that we can tailor to your needs. Flexible hardware, software options here. Okay, so building optimization and the security, right? So performance monitoring is the key, right? So in most cases is when the GPUs, some GPUs overloaded, very busy, hot spot, some GPUs idle, right? So customers don't want to the GPU idle because waste of money. GPUs are most expensive items there. So for the real-time insight, you're monitoring the cluster performance, you know what's going on. That is the key, to for these kinds of performance, monitoring, right? So, you will see how to because based on the monitoring data, you can optimize the resource allocations. That's very important. That means you don't waste money for idle GPUs. Okay, so scalable computing power. Customize your computing nodes, GPUs for specific workload as you're running. This we talked before, right? So intrusion detection systems provide continuous security monitoring and the protection of the cyber threat. Continuous, okay? That's very important. Here's the key. You constantly continue to monitoring the danger to your AI environment. That's where most important things here. Starting small, scale big, right? So that's the, I would say that's the philosophy here. You're starting with 8 GPUs, 4 nodes for NVIDIA GPU cluster, or 2 node AMD GPU cluster, right? In a single rack to keep initial investment low, because the investment in the beginning, you can spend as minimum as possible. And then you can expand, right? In more than 100 nodes in multiple racks as your business grow. That is it's a smart strategy. So Quantia QAI cluster are designed for seamlessly scalability, allow you to add nodes, add storage, and computing power as you need it, right? So ensure your infrastructure growth in tandem with your AI demand without compromise the performance and the security. Okay, yeah, starting small, scale big. That's the key here. Okay, so here I talk about affordable and customizable and scalable. Yeah, here I mention again. So basic compare the cost of Quantia cluster to traditional cloud-based or proprietary infrastructure. We are affordable and cost-effective, right? So then the other thing here is you do one-time investment, no recurring cloud fees. You can predict the cost, right? It's very easy for your budget, right? And provide long-term cost savings and predictable expenses, right? And the flexible expand as you need without the risk of escalating the cloud cost. Yeah, lots of times when the cloud cost, the bills comes in, you don't know what's going on. Suddenly, the cost is increased. You have to check where went wrong, right? So not expected, right? So here it's predictable, but you know what's going on. Easy to budget. This is yours. This is your cluster. This is your, this is your environment, right? You totally master your environment. So that's the difference here. Okay, customer solution for energy industry means as long you have AI models, you have AI projects going, you want to train, you want to do LLM, you want to do foundational model customization, right? You want to do more training, you want to Gen AI, right? Generative AI models, whatever you want to do, right? You have models, we are here for you, okay? So healthcare, financing, telecom, retail, manufacturing, insurance, all the verticals, doesn't matter. As long you have models, you want to do the AI projects, that's, we are one of the alternatives for you. Okay, the other very important thing here is once you get the cluster infrastructure from us, right? You get a all-in-one convenience, fully integrated, pre-configured. What that means, once you get a cluster, you almost can do much more easier for your team to play with already, right? To start running pretty soon. What that means is we have network configured, console servers connected, DHCP, the namespace configured, right? Data storage provided, and Linux installed for you. Kubernetes master allocated for you, filtered, direct network traffic data configured, ready to capture, analyze network traffic data to analyze, right? For all nodes from all the cluster performance and also intrusion detection enabled. But because we feel this is very important, all-in-one convenience, fully integrated. Otherwise, if you like other you need resources, you need teams, maybe you need outside consulting services to help you set up, because there are lots of nitty-gritty things here, right? You demanding lots of manpower, demanding lots of different kinds of tasks, right? If we integrate everything for you all in one inconvenience, fully integrated, that's you make your life lots of easier, make your team lots of easier, very easy to bring up the speed to start just doing the training, whatever you do, right? Loading additional libraries, specifics to your models, training, tasks. That is the only thing you need, right? Additional, little bit more things you need to do, but overall, 90% or maybe 95% is done for you, okay? That is very critical, very convenient for you, and save you lots of money, save lots of costs for you. Yes, so intrusion detection system we provided, right, for security integrity of the cluster, we have lots of capabilities here. Here I just mentioned a few. You can configure for your particular cluster needs. So protect the data against the data infiltration, right? Monitoring even inside the threats. And also the other one, you can do some monitoring compliance. You have some variables you want to monitoring. We also capable to do for these kinds of our intrusion detection systems, and also deep packet inspections for an advanced threat detection. Okay, the last one is forensic instant response. So what that means, so we can have the capability to store your historical data, right? Let's see, you want to find out, last year or 3 months in the past, how is the cluster performed, right? The hotspot, idle GPUs, for example, all the security instance, some kinds of malware, some kind of attack, and this capabilities, you can keep all the history, you can audit, you can went back to see what's going on, right? Especially if you are financial systems, your insurance companies, your highly data, recording logs is highly important for you. So this capabilities is very valuable. Okay, forensic analysis. You can go back, trace back, half a year, even 1 year. So we can do for you. We have the unique capability. We can do that. Okay. So okay, likewise, that's monitoring operating AI cluster performance. It's the same thing. We here is the analyze traffic, all nodes. We monitor the traffic from all nodes to the storage nodes, right, to the computing nodes, and to the management, management plan. All that we monitor every packets that transfer between nodes. So very detailed analytical tools here. Okay, so if you see the packet loss, packet retransmission, the sequence numbers, right? So we optimize the tool like a TCP UDP packets, and also for the especially RACI v2 RDMA traffic that is specialized for the AI workload, okay, AI cluster, AI network, right? So and also determine bandwidth, saturation, right, and all that, lots of variables, lots of parameters we can monitor. So this is also flexible to configure, depending on the each workload, what exactly your project, where your project will be, right? So, and identify imbalance, workflow, monitoring, all the networking devices, all that, right? So latency, discrepancy, so lots of details. Here we just list, I'm just list a few for the monitoring cluster performance capabilities, okay? So here is the QI cluster design, the layout, right? Here I show you, this is the rack, right? This is the smallest rack starting to sell. I mean, with this is a 24U rack, right? In the rack, you have, right, like storage server, and which is we provide for you. It's already there, and also the nodes, right? The nodes for the storage server, you can choose the hardware, like drives, right? The size, that according to the performance, according to the capacity, you can decide, okay, and also according to the cost, right? So you can make a lot of customization here to make things most suitable for you, right? So for these two nodes, okay, for these 2U systems, computing nodes for AMDs, right? You can choose all the GPUs, right? MI 300, 250X or whatever. So you just choose. This is totally customizable for you. And then, same as I mentioned before, you can choose the operating systems, right? What kind of operating system will be? So initially, when you get this rack, it's only two nodes here. The others will be empty. Until later on, you can add in as you want to increase the capacity of the performance of the computing power. Most GPUs we can add it for you, right? So then here will be BMC console server, means this out of band networking, right? Which is monitor all the servers, computing nodes, storage nodes, the power, the lots of lots of remote management, remote booting, for example, right? And when the nodes is down, no place you can reach in the normal computing network, but this is out of band network. They can reach out to the nodes to starting rebooting, the troubleshooting. This is very important. The network. So this is we have this one here, including the PMC console server. Okay. Then after that will be computing Quantia QI. This is the analyzer, as I mentioned to you, for the intrusion detection systems, for the performance monitoring optimization, all from these nodes. Okay. And then on the top one is Quantia condition, which is smart switch, which will be direct traffic to multiple computing nodes or to multiple storage nodes, right? I have more details for this two later on the later slides, right? Okay, let me see. Okay, I think this one. Okay, so this one is for NVIDIA GPUs cluster, right? So this one is the same because there's 1U systems. Basically, we said 4 nodes. Initially, only 4 nodes here. You have each node has 2 GPUs, right? You can choose Air40S, V100, H100, A100, and you can choose, right? Likewise, the data storage, you can choose the size and also the performance, for you. So, and the Linux operating systems, and also, right, the rest nodes are the same. So initially, when you purchase the this infrastructure, initially the cluster, you only have 4 nodes there for 8 GPUs. The rest of is empty rack, right? Until you want to add. So we can help you to add one, whatever you want to add more GPUs, more computing systems we can add for you. Okay, it's very flexible, and for you to, for your workload. So the other thing is, so what's the difference, right? People will say, oh, what's the difference with you with NVIDIA, clusters, right? Here's the difference. So we take advantage of the leverage industry standard systems and the components, except the GPUs, because GPU you have no choice, right? Right now, most likely it's only NVIDIA GPU, only the gaming time is NVIDIA GPUs. And AMD is catch up. AMD will be there also, right? So for us, we using industrial standard components means there are lots of advantages here, right? One is the compatibility. right? The seamless integration with a variety of hardware, software ecosystems, right? And then will be reliability. So proven the components with extensive testing support, because it's the standard components, right? So with the industry test and support, it's there, more reliable, So the other one is cost efficiency. So this will be low. That's why we can provide a low cost. That's most is come from here. Is because the competitive, competitive pricing and multi-vendor sourcing. You can get different components, different systems from multiple vendors. So that's why the, that kinds of, hardware components is made much more cost effective, right? And the performance, right? Configure scalable for performance optimization also, because this is configurable. We can, especially to according to your AI workloads. Let's see what kind of GPUs, what kind of system board, right? We can, customize for you, right? Most optimize your AI workload, and also the data analytics workload, all right? So then the last one is symbolize maintenance, because widely available components, right? You reduce the minimum downtime or repair complexity. This is just a very good way to go in terms of the optimize for the performance, and in terms of the lower the cost. You will see the later on I have a few slides. I can show you the comparison. Okay, so let's talk about a Quantia smart switch, Quantia condition. Okay, which is you see in the middle here, which direct the traffic, right, to multiple GPU nodes, right, and direct the traffic to multiple storage nodes. That's why you can scalable. You can connect all the different kinds of the different the systems here. Then there's another the mirrored traffic, means this traffic duplicate traffic to Quantia QI. Quantia QI here is network analyzer, right? As I mentioned, the security, security intrusion detection systems, performance monitoring, all here, right? So this sort of this duplicated traffic, the mirrored traffic, there's no interference with the addition with the computing nodes, computing network, and the storage whole network, AI cluster network. It's almost like out of band, so there's no impact on the performance whatsoever. So that is a very good way to go. If anything's wrong inside the cluster here, even the monitoring part, you couldn't reach the certain point of the, let's say, one of the GPU nodes. Here can see exactly, he knows what exactly happens, because all the data traffic here is totally mirrored, duplicate. It's come to this Quantia QI, intelligent analyzer. Okay, so what this condition can do, right? Latency, congestion reporting, workload mapping, right, for GPU storage class nodes, right? And the duplicate ports, that's what I mentioned to you, offload the mirror traffic to Quantia QI analyzer, okay? So what is the Quantia QI I mentioned to you before, right? This is totally all the software is there, first of all, the hardware speed, we can come up to 400 gigabits per second for now, okay? 400 gigabits per second. It's very fast, right? RAGI V2 monitoring, RDMAs, and as I mentioned to you, for the forensic analysis, right? We can do the expandable data storage for long-term data retention period. That means you always can go back to audit to see what's going on the network. There are lots of, they also have APIs. There are many software capability here. Okay, so we also do call enhancement consulting services, right? Because this AI infrastructure is very complicated. It's very, I would say, it's lots of complexity, and it needs lots of efforts, right? One of the place is called orchestration, container orchestration, right? So for Kubernetes organization, orchestration, right? We can do additional consulting service for set up for you, right? So this is also we feel lots of customer needs that one also, the consulting for that, right? So then there's scheduling, right? The scheduling is bare metal based, also effective on the containers up layer. Also, this is usually used the Slurm based management. So we also set up, we can configure set up for you. We can do this kind of consulting. So make your life much more easier, right? And also others, right? We can consider. So another one is called data storage consulting, right? But this is extremely important because all the network data, all the training data, you have to go, use robust file systems, scalable, right? So here we're using NFS, HDFS, Ceph, BE, GFS, not sure. All this we can do for you, okay? We can consulting can help you set up. So that make your life lots of easier, okay? All right, so on-premises investment, as I mentioned to you, is cost effective, right? You can see from this graph. Initially, you have your AI ideas from AI models you want to train, you want to play with. So from your laptop, it's naturally go to cloud. It's the easiest way to go. It's also supposed to be, right? Easy. You get a tools easier. You pay, by hours, something like that. And you don't know how many GPUs, vGPUs you want to use, right? Less. So you practice, you learn more, you do experiment. So that's perfect, fine. But when the size become mature, your models, you start training more, your data size grows, right? At a certain point, so the on-premise is a lot of cost effective, right? Because when the time comes, the data size it matters, right? Drive the cost, and all the charge of the GPUs. Let's do training by 7/24, 7 days a week, and then you replication of the data transfer, then you cost will be skyrocket, right? That's the difference. That's why on-premise investment, on-premise infrastructure is cost effective. And sooner or later, you need to consider, or you should consider in the beginning in parallel, maybe part of the on-premise, part of cloud, hybrid cloud, something like that. In order in the future you switch back, okay? So unless you have no choice, you totally depend on the tools, environment, you couldn't get out, all right? So you will not be able to have on-premise kind of solution, but still you can do, right? As long you pay attention earlier, there's always option here. Okay, here is the comparison, all right? So the features as we compare is affordability, all-in-one convenience, built-in security, monitoring, scalability, flexibility, network analytics, and data storage, right? So here our cluster offering all this, right? But if you're looking for NVIDIA DGX system, right? So the same thing, high cost in front. You will see on the next few slides, right? So for all-in-one convenience, no, you got additional setup. You need to get a consultant, maybe, or you have your own team to do initial work for all-in-one setup, right? And require additional, building security performance monitoring. Okay, there's no intrusion detection systems, right? And for the monitoring, because this one is the single systems, so there's no network monitoring here. But single nodes, they have some tools that can monitor. But here we talk about a cluster monitoring, means it's not apply here, okay? So scalable and flexible, right? This is complex. I mean, it's very complicated to and expensive to scale. As I mentioned to you, because initially you get as DGX systems, you do train. Once you want to adding additional DGX, so then the rack, all that, right? Software additional, will become much more expensive. You know, you're in the special consulting to do that. Okay. And expensive to scale. As I mentioned to you, 128 GPUs, you know, cost them, you know, I mean, 9 million or something, even more, including storage, right? It's very expensive. Okay. So network analytics, no network analytics tools, because they are right now, it's just a single system right now, right? So data storage, because no storage provided, you gotta use Dell EMC or NetApps or pure storage. Okay, so that's additional cost. So for the cloud, yes, cloud affordability, yes, for expensive for long term, no question, right? Require cloud for the all-in-one convenience. You need a management. You need a cloud management. You need to do yourself, and also building security monitoring. Yeah, security tool, all this available, but adding additional complexity, and of course the cost, right? So also scalability, right? And flexible, yes, they can scale and scale at a high cost, no question, right? So network analytics, right? They have general analytics tools just at a cost, right? So data storage, yes, is provided. You know, we have a high cost, yeah, provided, but at a high cost, right? This cloud more or less the same. Okay, so I will show you the next few slides for the comparison. Okay, you will see. Okay. Okay, so price comparison. So this is based on the 8 GPUs NVIDIA H100. Okay, and 500 terabyte of the data storage, performance monitoring, and the intrusion detection. Okay, you will see here the pricing, right? We are 500K is approximated, right? And we also can do some customization for you for different GPUs. Price maybe can be lower for you for your budget, right? But over here, it's not. You will see, right? DGX is standalone systems, no intrusion detection systems. Okay, you have to use NetApps data storage, at least, you know, AFFC series. It's a cost the minimum 150K, and more. You know, the lots of other costs, the licensing of the operating systems, or maybe support maintenance, and lots of things there, right? So then their EMC storage, yes, power scale 200K, 200K minimum. So here's added together is a one-time fee will be about 700K, right? So for Amazon AWS, right, for this kind of configuration, so monthly charge, monthly fee, 84K. Okay, you will see. You know, that is the breakdown for you. I will show you in next 2 slides. For the Google, it's the same, but Google costs less, 47K per month. So what I'm here says is if you using cluster Amazon like this, right, cloud service, you know, less than a year, you already can purchase the, you know, in-house on-premise solution. You already have, right? So just, you know, a couple months more, you know, you already pay for your own infrastructure already. Okay, so that's the point here. So cost on the cloud, it's not cheap. Okay. Okay, here's a breakdown of the why AWS service charges that much, right? So just see, right? If you transfer the data, right? You know, first 1 gig is how much? Right? It's free. Then terabytes, how much? You know, transfer data, you have $900 per month, you know, minimum, right? So that's a lot of cost add on here, right? The storage is also, right, 11,000 per month. See, computing 71K, storage 11K, performance monitoring 160. That's not much. And intrusion detection, yes, 140. That's good, right? Data transfer $900 per month. So that's the minimum, right? That's 85K. So that's per month, right? This is a cost on the cloud, right? For that kind of configuration. Google, right? So computing resource 9,000, right? You know, $9,000, 9,000.9. right? 9,976. And the storage, 20,000. Okay. Performance monitoring, 1,000. Intrusion detections, 8,000. Okay. Networking, 8,000. Additional service, 500. So that's add up, 47K. So that is the cloud cost for Google Cloud Platform. Let's compare power consumption. Okay. So as I mentioned to you before, right? For 8 GPUs, for the storage, for this one, okay. For 8 GPUs in the 500 terabytes of the storage, performance monitoring, intrusion detection. So for that kind of configuration, let's talk about NVIDIA DGX H100. It's one standalone GPU server, not including the power consumption of kilowatts from data storage appliance. As I mentioned to you, such as NetApps, right? Such as Dell EMC storage or Pure storage. This will add additional kilowatts cost, right? Without that, it's 10.2 kilowatts just for one machine, single machine, DGX H100. Okay. Look at our offering here, right? We break down here, right? For one U systems with two H100 GPU systems, right? Which cost 8.8 kilowatts, right? Console server, 25 watts. Storage server, 500 watts. QAI analyzer, 650 watts. Quantia condition switches, 500 watts. Add up is 8.475 kilowatts. Okay, this is just a minimum configuration, right? This is not like when you scale, right? When you scale, you have multiple nodes, multiple systems, you will save lots of cost in the power if you're using our solution. Remember, we did industrial. The components we're using is standard components, right? So lots of things we can save the power here. Okay, the power cost can be low, so that's the point. So AI network comparison. Okay, we compare our cluster infrastructure network with the common AI network, right? Common network AI network has 4 components, have 4 separate networks. You have computing network, you have a management network, you have storage network only for the storage, you have BMC monitoring network. Okay, 2 separate networks, right? This adding the complexity. Okay, you're using more network equipment like switch routers you need to add between the different networks, right? And the slow down the AI jobs performance. Okay, high the total cost, right? For us, if you're looking, we only have 2 separate networks. Okay, because the BMC monitoring network is you cannot merge it because it have to be out of band for the different access separate network. But we have the other 3 combined into single network. So what that means, there are lots of advantages here. Okay, first of all, reduce the complexity, right? Because you're computing access the data storage much more faster, easy, because it's just in single network. You don't have to routing the packets, right? You go to a switch to different network. You can get almost a local network, very close, right? So that's the one thing. The secondly, it's using less network equipment, right? That's improve the AI job performance, lower the total cost. That's no question, right? So that's the example why Quantia QAI cluster is cost effective, and at the same time improve the performance and the training inferencing for AI workload. Okay, that's the difference. Okay. So the other difference I just want to show you the complexity of the AI infrastructure is totally vastly different than the traditional IT infrastructure, right? Here I give you just an example of the network topology, that network-wise, not to the like storage computing. There are many different things there, right? Just for network, right? But traditional network is IT infrastructure is north-south network traffic, right? It controlled user access network, right? You lose the coupled with applications, right? TCP/IP is the dominated protocol, right? Low bandwidth floors, low bandwidth floors, and utilization, high jitter tolerance, okay? Oversubscribed topology, okay? Heterogeneous traffic, okay? Statistically multipathing, right? But for AI, right, that is east-west traffic, means all the traffic is in the domain of the data center, all right? Highly computing demand is tightly coupled with the process, application process, right? And the RDMA, right, there's a different protocol used, high bandwidth flow and utilization, no jitter tolerance, no blocking topology, bursty network capacity, predominant predictive performance. That's totally different. The key for the AI infrastructure is the measurement is the AI optimization of network is how long an AI training jobs takes from start to finish. That's the measurement here. Okay, that's what I'm showing you here is the complexity of the AI infrastructure. You need expertise, right? You need people to know, to manage. It's not like traditional like IT service, IT networking, IT data storage, IT web layer or whatever the management, the service expert there, but it's a totally different expertise here. Okay, so that one come to. We want to also offer like a Quantia infrastructure consulting services. Basically, it help you to design and create the favorite AI infrastructure. Okay, so that because we know there's a shortage of this kind of expertise, so that's why we provide these kinds of services, right? So key is here is the high performance storage, server configurations, and advanced network setup, seamless data flow, security measurement, including firewall intrusion detection, right? So continuous monitoring, scalability, right? So why you choose us? Because we have the expertise of the AI infrastructure solutions. We have tailored strategy for your unique business needs. Focus on maximize performance and the return of the investment. That's the last one is very important. Okay, so the company, we have some award, right? Recognized as a best of business for last 5 years consecutively. Okay, so I just want to show you we have some good award here. So now it's like for contact information, we do free consultation. Just let me know. You can email me. You also can I have LinkedIn information also for you to contact. Okay. So yeah, here is is the last page. So again, so Quantia is we're doing AI cluster, try to democratize AI infrastructure for all, for any business organizations. We provide affordable, scalable AI infrastructure for you and customizable for your business, right? So and that's takeaway is as I mentioned in the beginning, the 2 points. One is we are a viable solution, viable options when you compare with NVIDIA solutions with the cloud. Okay, so so that's I think that's is the key here, and just let me know, and any questions you can put down.